Now I will be presenting the third method, which is called MAPE, which stands for mean absolute percentage error. I will keep the same table, the period actual forecast error and ISFE. First, we already identified the error part here. So next, we identify the percentage, the absolute, and the mean. So for the sixth column here, we need to identify percentage. So for the percentage here, you use the error divided by the actual. For example, during the first period, which is the error part, is minus 10 divided by 90 from the actual during the first period. So minus 10 divided by 90 is minus 11%. The second one do the same thing, minus 5 divided by 95, which is minus 5%. The third is 13%. The fourth is minus 10%. This one is 12%. And the last one is 21%. Next, after we define error percentage, then we will definitely define the absolute here. For the absolute here, you use the percentage column, but the absolute has to be all positive numbers. So for example, during the first period, will be 11%, 5%, 13%, 10%, 12%, and 21%. All students need to remember that when you calculating for the method MAPE, which you need to identify the percentage. When you do the column percentage and absolute, you need to put the percentage behind the number as well. And then before you define the mean, you need to identify the cumulative first. The cumulative is you use the absolute column. You sum all the absolute here. For example, the first period, the absolute column is 11%. So you put here 11%. And then 11 plus 5% is 16%. The third one here, 16% plus 13 is 29. 29 plus 10 is 39%. 39 plus 12% is 51%. 51 plus 21 is 73%. So now you find cumulative. So you have the error, the percentage, the absolute here. And then now finally you will define the mean. MAPE here. For the mean here, you use the cumulative number column here divided by the period for each of them. For example, the first period is 11%. You divide it by 1, which will be equal to 11%. 16% divided by 2 will be 8%. And the same thing, 29% divided by 3 will be 10%. 39% divided by, 39% divided by 4 will be 10% as well. 51% divided by 5 is 10%. And the sixth period, 73% divided by 6 equals to 12%. So absolutely not forget the last column here is a tracking signal. The tracking signal here, you use the RSFE divided by the MAPE. So for example, during the first period, the RSFE during the first period is negative 10. You divide it by 11% from the first period from MAPE, which is equals to minus 90.0. The rest you do the same thing. So the negative 15 divided by 8%, which is minus 183.2. The third one is the same thing, is 0.0. Fourth one, 101.5. The fifth one is 5 divided by 10% is 48.6. And the last one is 35 divided by 12% is 288.3. So in conclusion here, MAPE equals to, so you have to look at the last period here, which is 12%, equals to 12%, and the tracking signal, look at the same thing at the last period, which is the sixth period, is 288.3. So I usually say that the error should be swing no more than 288.3. And from the above column 1 to the fifth column, the number of the tracking signal is no more than 288.3. So this method is considered acceptable. Okay, for the last one, for the trend projection, I will use the Excel in my computer, so we'll move on to the Excel.